Welcome back to the second part of our onboarding or setting up MVP affiliate for you. Now, what you're going to see is the pro version. Obviously, there is a free trial and there are other tiers as well. But what I'm showing here is the pro version. So if you're interested in seeing what all of these kind of like new features or maybe features you don't have to access yet, this is the video for you. We're going to go and start with the setup first. There are going to be other videos explaining different kind of setups and different kind of tutorials. But this one here is the second. If you haven't set up your MVP affiliate from the onboarding part 1, please go check out that video because that's super important to actually set up your WordPress blog the right way to begin with. So without further ado, we are going to start. And right now, I just changed it. I'm on the pro version with my own account right now. And this is gomanreviews.com. So as you can see right off the bat, we're on the dashboard. What's really important to see is that left sidebar that you can go. There's a lot of stuff on this left sidebar here. Not everything pertains to what we're going to talk about today just now. But what I want to make sure you guys understand is what the dashboard looks like and is. The dashboard will have and will change in the future and will change and kind of evolve with time. But it has kind of like your main stuff that you can do. And what I mean by that is obviously right now it says right here that it is up to date. If there were any changes with the theme, the plugin, or anything like that, you would see, you'll get notified and you'll be able to see and be able to update with just a click of a button. You'd update your whole entire website, which is nice. Now, what you want to do, there's so many different things that you can do right from the dashboard, but we're going to go and look at the setup on the left because what's important right now, we've already set up WordPress with the first video. So I would have to connect YouTube, which is what I'm doing right now. And it opens up the authorization for YouTube. I just say continue. And in a matter of seconds, boom, my YouTube is connected. Now I can go and open up YouTube Copilot to use it, but I'm not done yet with the whole setup. So you are able under the pro version to add more than one channel. As you can see below here, I'm not adding more channels, but if you're interested to have different niches, different things like that, you can do that as well. Now we're going to talk about brand profile right here on the left. Super important to actually read and make sure you understand what this is all about, because the brand profile is essentially what your brand is, what your blog is going to not only look like, but how it's going to represent you. So identity, which means the site name, the tagline, again, the author name, the blog URL, Amazon storefront, which is important, your Linktree link, hub, whatever else, that is optional, but of course you can have that. Media kit. If you have one, definitely put it in there as well. If you don't have a media kit, I do have one here that says, just below, there's a little link that says grab Oink's free media kit template. It's such an easy media kit to create. I highly recommend it. It is absolutely free. So definitely check Rob's Oink media kit offering right there by clicking on that button. Affiliate niche. I'm not going to go through everything. I just want to show you kind of like the main parts of this onboarding or setting up. Important connections, so important. If you have Geniuslink, this is where you're actually going to put in your API and your API secret key. So important to do that. If you have Geniuslink, this will cloak all of your affiliate links and create new Geniuslink links for you to actually get properly tagged and properly cloaked, which is super important. So if you don't have a Geniuslink, you can log in and integrate it right here. You can actually get Geniuslink right over here. Recommended tools, you've got Oink, which I definitely recommend, but you also have Geniuslink right here below. So definitely something to look for. If you're not using Geniuslink, definitely as well put in your associate tag from Amazon. Now this is very Amazon centric. It will become in other videos, it will become a little bit clearer that we're not just talking about Amazon here, but for the time being, I'm kind of focused more on Amazon, and this is what we're looking at. I'm going to stop there. The whole bottom here, you can actually read and kind of figure out by yourself. And of course, at any time, you are able to click on Ask Me right here at the top right of MVP Affiliate and ask questions. It will be able to answer. If you have more questions or problems, you can right here on the left create a help ticket that will send a message directly to my dashboard so I can answer your questions directly. I think that's pretty neat. Then, of course, brand logo, brand header, header banner. That is optional, but I highly recommend you guys get a brand logo, get it set up and designed, and then just upload it there. Follow the instructions; it's all there, the dimensions and all that stuff. About you photo, just put in a photo, and it will be associated with your about you profile. Brand tone, so cool to be able to say what kind of tone you want your blog to have. Professional, maybe more conversational, friendly, all that stuff, right? So that's there. Content preference, so important as well. The post length. So you have the option of keeping it short or going really deep dive. So that's really up to you. And this will dictate how MVP creates and generates those blogs for you. One image per post. You can decide on more, or you can default to the automatic word scale. That will default to depending on how many words you have on your post. Sometimes if the post is too small, we're not going to, put in 3 images. MVP kind of like figures it out and doesn't blow out those images out there, because you really want the content to shine, not just images for images, right? Affiliate disclaimer. The affiliate disclaimer is automatic on every single post, and an article and socials that are pushed and that are created with MVP affiliate. All of the disclaimers are there. You do have post sections. We can discuss about that at a later date, but those are just add-ons or things that you can have by clicking on here. So I want a verdict box on my articles. I can have that, or I can take it off, right? I can put in the rating, or I can take off the rating, like a 4.5 out of 5 and things like that. And that's letting MVP affiliate know what you want on your blog posts or on your blog articles, right? Typography, colors, all that good stuff. And there you go. That's good for brand profile. Voice training. Now, for voice training, that's a different thing. That's going to probably be the longest time that you spend on MVP, kind of like sharing your thoughts, sharing your words, writing some like short form essays to actually give some content to MVP affiliate. Answer the questions that are there. Click in the buttons that relate most to what you are about so that MVP affiliate knows a little bit more about you. So there you go. Customize your blog. That is so important, because this is where you're actually going to be able to customize what your blog looks like on the actual blog page, but also on every blog post itself, which I think is pretty nice. So do you want the reviewer trust block that we talked about earlier on every post? You can say yes, or you can say no. So there it is. The credible tagline, I have it right there, or I can turn it off. For now, I have it off, but it really depends on you. Mid-article newsletter. Yes, the Pro version and the Studio version have a newsletter that is completely included with MVP affiliate tiers, which I think is pretty cool. You don't have to pay an extra MailChimp. You don't have to get Klaviyo. You don't have to get anything else. MVP affiliate will manage your newsletter and send it out automatically whenever you need, which I think is fantastic. So you want to promote that newsletter, right? Well, that's how you promote it right here. And I'm going to show you that, what it looks like on a blog. Actually, let me just open it up like that so it loads in the background. And I'm going to go and show you what it looks like. Pick of the day. I think this one is super cool. You can, again, enable it or not, right? Pick of the day, our pick of the day, you could call it whatever you want. It could be my sponsor of the month, or my favorite summer product, anything at all. And then you could have it rotate every 12 hours, 24 hours, or you can pin a specific post. That's where brand collaborations happen. I think this is super valuable if you're going to kind of like upsell to a brand. Maybe you've upsold already. I'm going to make you a video. I'm going to make you a blog post with MVP. I'm going to make you a video on YouTube, maybe some shorts on Instagram and TikTok. But guess what? I'm also going to promote the one blog post I made about XYZ brand. I'm going to put it on my main page for a whole month for X amount of money. This is where you can do that. So I think it's pretty neat. If not, you can have your rotation every 12 hours. Again, featured posts, you can do that right here. You can feature the posts in editor's pick, in depending on which card you want. I can literally pin and select, look at all the posts. If I want to make sure that at the top of my main page, there's this certain post that is kind of like the hero post, I can do that right there as well, which is nice. Sidebar banners. I guess, again, this is mostly for people that are also gathering some advertisers, trying to push advertisement money as well. So if you sell some ad spots on your blog post, this is where you would go, and you would have kind of like whether it's HTML code, or even if I want to do it just by image, you could upload an image right here, put a link, whatever the link may be, and there you go. So HTML or image, super simple. Just follow the text. Everything is explained so clearly. Again, homepage banner strip. That's another place where you can sell some homepage banner strips. So that means those slots right here, I'm going to show them to you in just a second, but those slots would be living on my main page. I can sell those slots. I can put the link that I want. I can put the image that I want as well. Everything else, meta tag, analytics, and tracking, all of that, you can follow along and read how to get that set up. But essentially, this is what the website or the blog site looks like. You've got that nice little banner at the top. You've got your Ask Gomin Reviews. That would basically say, Gomin Reviews is my site, but if you had your site called Ask, I don't know, Cowboy 101, then it would be Ask Cowboy 101. And if I click on that, I can literally say, I'm looking for a vacuum, for example. I'm just going to go looking for a good vacuum, right? I can ask it, and it's going to find me the best picks through my own blog site. Look at this. It just spit out 3 of them that says, oh yeah, you did a post on vacuums not too long ago, and you recommended such and such vacuum, right? Now let's go down here. You see the editor's pick. So this is your hero right there. This is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th card. All of those can be automated, or you can pick and choose what you want, which is really nice. That's in the customized blog. Look at the pick of the day right there. That pick of the day is what I was talking about. Selling that pick of the day to brands is super valuable as well. You've got that nice little ad for your newsletter. Hey, sign up to my newsletter, blah, blah, blah. Then you've got advertisements right here. Look at that. Could be anything. Could be turned on or turned off. That's really up to you. And then you have a bunch of different categories. They're all there. And I can go down, 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 all the way down to my About Us. If I read my About Us, this is all, about me, Seb, and my wife, Michelle. And then you've got all your categories here and your socials to follow. So that's essentially what this kind of like setup is when we're talking about not only onboarding the WordPress setup that we've done in video number 1, but this video 2 is super important because this is where you kind of focus your brand. This is where you focus your identity and make sure that the blog post and the blog sites that you are setting up looks like what you want it to look like and represents your brand identity properly. But yeah, super fun to play around with. Definitely take your time doing this part before even starting to generate blog posts. Definitely take your time to answer the questions, to go through the lines and through all of the boxes to fill out, because the more you fill out, the better MVP will learn. And the more it learns, and as it creates these articles and watches your videos, the more it will learn about you and your brand identity. So there you go. That is video number 2 done. I hope you guys at this point are really set up properly and you're ready for the next part, which is going to be creating your face models if you're on the pro version, and also finally gathering those YouTube videos and creating your first blog posts. So we'll check that out on the next video.